What's up, guys? So I'm going to show you the new Soul Taker Elite skill, and I have a couple builds. So you're going to want this Scythe preferably with Guided with Faith, Life Draining, and Enchantments last 20% longer, Death Magic +1/+2, Soul Reaping +1, Highest Vigor, and basically Tormented with Health +10. And basically of the heroes, you're going to want like a healer in your team because you lose a lot of health when using this, and Vigor Spirit's good to have also. And Splinter Weapon and Ancestor's Rage, of course. Strength and Honor is not really good for this build right here, for the Scythe build, because it just doesn't make much of a difference. And don't forget about the alcohol. And also, so basically this ends up being like 13 Death Magic and, 9 Soul Reaping and then the 12 Wind Prayers. And basically when it comes to alcohol, you want to press F11 and disable the post-process effects if you don't want it to blur up your screen and everything. So that way you can be drunk and basically play the game. So you're supposed to use Mystic Speed so you can cast like your spells quickly, which is actually a pretty good idea. So you just come in here and attack like this. And the damage on this is actually pretty good, and you can use skills like Putrid Explosion to do additional damage. And this is just testing out the build, so it actually does pretty good. Which the big weakness would be like if someone like strips away all of your enchantments, but otherwise like the damage is pretty good. Like I like it, I think it's good. And I flagged away the heroes, and as you can see, I'm going to basically slowly die, which I actually got a few more additional hits in. Like it could take a few more hits before it dies. Like it doesn't die quite this fast, but it's pretty quick. But you can actually like mitigate it if you basically change up the build a little bit. So if you go to like PVX Wika, the build that they suggest is for you to also have Mystic Vigor instead of this skill right here. But I put that skill right there because I'm using heroes, so I don't really need the additional healing from Mystic Vigor. Otherwise, there's also an Axe build. I think the Axe build's really good. So pretty much the same mods as you would for the Scythe, and then Sheltered by Faith, Health +45 while enchanted. And the armor is the same, except for you get Soul Reaping +1, Health +10. And I still have the Soul Reaping +1 on the hand, so it's Soul Reaping +1/+1. And this Axe build's pretty good because you get all this area damage. And Dark Fury is there because you basically want to sacrifice health, so they use the Dark Aura on you. And once again, you're also going to want a healer on you preferably. And also the hero has to have Dark Aura so that they can basically cast it on you. And also alcohol, like as usual. So you put 6 in Blood Magic, 13 Soul Reaping, 9 Axe, 9 Tactics. So you also get that additional armor. And as you can see, you can attack pretty quickly, and it does a lot of area damage. So I actually think this build's pretty good. And I kind of like how you don't have to have like the additional, like you don't have to cast all the additional enchantments on yourself. But still, yeah, both of the builds are pretty fun and pretty good. I haven't actually tested them in like real PvE or anything. But it's like, it seems like it'd actually be pretty solid and pretty fun, like, alternative to use for, like, Necromancer. And also with the Axe build right here, it actually does better if you have, like, Strength and Honor on yourself. But otherwise, you can see it's actually not half bad. Like, the damage is pretty good on it. And, once again, Strength and Honor is, like, a good skill on this. It'll actually help you do more damage. It doesn't seem to really do too much when you have the Scythe, though. And also, check out like my other video about the warrior build, 7-weapon stance. I'll have it linked in the description down below. And also, as always, I got these builds from PVX Wika. So you just go down here, click on Necromancer, builds by profession. You just click on the Soul Taker builds like this. And you can basically see what equipment they want. So I use Tormented Insignia, but they recommend the Blessed Insignia. But I figure if they strip away all your enchantments, if you have Tormentors, you still yet have the armor, whereas if you have Blessed, it's like you lose that armor when you're not enchanted. So, but you'll probably be enchanted the majority of the time since everybody runs like BIP heroes. But still, yeah, like I kind of prefer like, Tormented instead, so that's why I went with that. But otherwise, like, it's a good build. And I'll also have these links linked in the description down below if you want to check it out. Otherwise, that's it for the video. Dungeon is signing out.